baby beside me at the wheel. I stole a kiss at the turn of a mile, my curiosity running wild, cruising and playing the radio with no particular place to go, riding along in my automobile. I was anxious to tell her the way I feel, so I told her softly and sincere, and she leaned and whispered in my ear, cuddling more and driving slow, with no particular place to go. Particular place to go, so we parked way out on the Kokomo. The night was young and the moon was gold, so we both decided to take a stroll. Can you imagine the way I felt? I couldn't unfasten a safety belt, riding along in my calaboose, still trying to get her belt to loose. All the way home I held a grudge for the safety belt that wouldn't budge, cruising and playing the radio with no particular place to go.
Hello, Bo. Hello, Matty. I am here. I'm all coffeeed up. You know what I'm saying? Listen to the wind blow. Watch the sunrise, gentlemen. Because it's race night. How you fucking doing? How you fucking doing? Doing good. You didn't ask. Didn't ask, I won't say. Camera looks a little bit laggy today. It's the fucking least of our concerns, isn't it? It's the last thing I'm even gonna look at, to be quite honest with you. It's race day. We're at Bahrain. Thank you for asking, Matty. I'm doing great. It's nice of you to say so. Happy birthday, Mr. Bojangles. Can you believe that, Matty? 65 years old today. What a trooper. Many happy returns, Bo. I hope you and the family have an amazing time. He's going to Disneyland, he said. Going to Disneyland. Breakfast with Goofy? Is that on the cards? That's what I had when I went to Disneyland in Florida. Yeah, okay. Alright, Bo. I went to... Don't fucking ruin the... I'm doing great. Thank you for asking, Bo. I went to Disneyland in Florida when I was little. And that's what I did. I had breakfast with Goofy. I think you had the option of, like, breakfast with Mickey. Breakfast with Minnie. Breakfast with Donald Duck. Breakfast with Pluto, which I assume is just in the kennels out the back. So I didn't... you know, even at 7 years old, I was wise to that one. They couldn't fucking pull the wool over Kelston's eyes, so I think I had breakfast with Goofy. This family that lives in this house has breakfast with Goofy every day. Glad to hear it, bro. I'm so glad to hear it. You can't call your wife that? Well, you did. Live on the internet. By the way, I should get some practice in, because I don't have very long. Okay? And I think I'm alright at this track, and I think I've found a setup now that works. But, you know, I'm also an idiot. Unfortunately, I am an idiot. I do think we have some commentary tonight. So, you know, try and find out where it's going to be. But we might not. I don't know. I don't know. If we have commentary, I'll try and work it out for you, okay? When we're in the qualifying or something. Go. Wait, what? I don't know what you're talking about. Is it not going to do the intro? I thought it was going to do an intro. No intro.
Please confirm and box.
No, just straight to this bullshit. Alright, we'll lock it in. Stevie Nicks. Oh, sounds like a goat. What the fuck has happened to my headphones on the green screen? What do you think's gone on there? This is on a postcard. See if I can fix it. Give me... Okay. You know what?
I think you go mid high 60s. Cars ahead.
I'll teach OBS a thing or two here. Not gonna... I mean, it's better. It's better. It's not great, but it's better. Did you see any of the F-175? I don't really care about any of that stuff. I did see some of it, though, yes. Yeah, I did. But, you know, whatever, man. The car... You know, they wheel out the car and they're like, whoa, oh, isn't it? Look at this. We have a new car. And, it's the same car as it was last year. And they go, whoa, boom, boom. All the lights, fucking, you know, doing Mexican waves across the audience. There's people fucking throwing money onto the stage. Oh my God, F1's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. And it's literally, it's the car that was on that same stage 12 months ago. It's the same car. Corporate has asked you to identify the differences between these two cars. They are the same car. Yeah, I did watch some of F175. Thank you for asking about that, Matthew. It's good of you. Okay. So I think I saved my setup because I'm a smart guy. This might be too much wings. I don't. I'm going to run with it for now. I'm going to run with this for now. 48, 45. Plus all of this nonsense. Which seems to be correct. And I'm just going to see if I can get near my time. That's all we really care about, isn't it? We just want to be consistently near my time. I got about 20 minutes. Still celebrating the downfall of Mysterio? Ah, he's a prick. I never liked him. Ah, he's up quick. Kelston. That is a bit Tokyo drifty, but don't worry, because it's the first lap. I forgot I can't be that heavy. It's going to be like a second down. It's going to be an awful lap. Now I'm like not being heavy enough because I'm worried. This is fine. Everything's fine. You know what I should do before I come on this game? I should put the controller, put it in the oven for a little bit or something. You know what I mean? Warm it up. We'll get faster, don't worry. In the oven, yeah. That's the hottest place I know. Hottest place in my house. Just warm it up. Everything feels a bit cold right now. The tyres, everything. Much better. See? Ooh. Can't touch that curb. You absolutely cannot touch. Oh my god. Alright, I'm losing. Something's wrong. Would be cool if you could set trigger maximums. You can do that, yeah. You're going to have to explain to me why you think it will be helpful, though. But, well, I understand the general concept of why it's helpful. Are you suggesting that I don't have mine set up correctly? Has something stood out to you as being interesting with regards to that? Because I have actually set up my controller settings for this game pretty extensively. And I might have got it wrong. That's why I'm asking the question. Yeah, you can. You can do all of that. Final corner's a bit weak. But overall, that was not a bad lap, was it? That was more or less exactly what we need to do in qualifying, I think. Plus, battery management, because you can't do that in time trial. To downshift a bit more. Caught it late. You just can't touch it. You just can't. There's nothing I can do with the setup, is there, Bo? Are you aware that would allow me to touch that curb? I'm just going to crawl around now for a lap. There's nothing I can do to allow me to touch that curb, I don't think. Like, is that something in the suspension or whatever? Problem is, it's probably going to affect the lap somewhere else, isn't it? But it is noticeable to me, and maybe it's just that curb, maybe it's nothing to do with the car, and you actually just can't touch it. But it is noticeable that that curb is particularly shit. Like this one, not so bad, right? The only problem is I've got very, very high wings? Low wings? Shouldn't have been talking around the first corner, but you know what? We'll make it work. Oh, no, we won't. I've got a lot of wings. Maybe, I'm not sure really, an adjustment would affect the rest of the lap. I mean, you can just... Oh, well, there you go, I invalidated, so that was not correct either, but you can just sort of avoid it and just speed up through the second bit, you know? I think that's probably what I should be focusing on doing a bit more, but, you know, then it feels like just that one right-hander in the S's, it always feels like I've got time to save there. If I could just... if I could make the line more, you know, direct through that corner. But anytime I try to, the car's gone. Ground height or spring height to get more clearance. Yeah. Let me just read that bit on straight. Spring height, you mean like suspension? Brake bias being slightly more towards the front. Yeah, I have actually... Oh. Not good straight, but it's fine. I did actually play around with the brake bias. I currently have it at... I think it's 55 or 56. Usually... these laps are all gone now because I'm doing too much talking. But usually it's... whatever number I have it set to here... I actually have a higher front brake bias here than I do at most tracks for F1. And the problem is, anytime I have set it higher than what I currently have it now, because I did tinker with it, I was just too slow, man. Through most of the track, I was too slow. Because I wasn't slowing down in time, you know? I was having to brake earlier. It was just causing me all kinds of headaches. But I appreciate it. Yeah, I did look at that. I did look at the brake bias thing. And I've played with it. But I think I've got it to where it needs to be. I can have a look at the height as well, like the ride height. But I will say I've also raised the ride height the last couple of times I had a look at the setup. Which obviously is going to lose me time in the straights compared to other cars if they haven't done the same. So, I don't know. I'm thinking about everything. I think that's actually just the solution, is to take that line, you know? had to float it around there because I got on the brakes a bit too early. Still though, these are good lap times, really. I don't mind this. Not the fastest of the fastest, but pretty solid, I think. Lose a lot of time if you fuck up that first corner, though, I gotta tell you. I'm gonna try something. I'm pretty dumb when it comes to setups. I had a subscription for setups. Yeah, okay. I mean, I've just played this enough now that even if I don't understand like all of the real world physical implications of the things that I'm changing, I know what it's going to do to me in game, so that's all that really matters. Like this ride height, I think is a little bit high, but it's fine. Oh yeah, and I'm at 55. So usually, brake bias would be more like that. Anyway, I just took a few clicks off the rear wing. I'm going to see. So much wheel spin there. Oh, hello, Arthur. I can't read your message right now, but I do actually have YouTube chat open today, so I can see it. Were you scared and he thought the lobby had already started? No. No, I'm just getting... better, wasn't it? But it feels maybe slightly more unstable, but you know, might have to opt for this. It actually feels like a lot nicer through the first few corners, weirdly. I know I wasn't particularly fast there, but do it, you just can't touch it. It always always just feels like the line... whatever, this lap's gone now. It always just feels like the line is there to be taken, you know? And then the minute the wheel hits that curb, it's over. No, the lobby, Arthur, will open, if you're still around, at 1:45. And then people should be readied up and going live. Well, not going live. Most people don't stream it, by the way. But people should be readied up for qualifying by 8 o'clock. Unless we have, like, sometimes, you know, there's a couple of people running late or whatever. Might overrun slightly. Pretty sure we have a full grid, so that's exciting. You're streaming it? That's cool. I think it's a cool thing to do as well, because also it's a pretty easy reference point if you get into any accidents, you know? Whether they're your fault or not. Don't know if I'm sold on this different setup yet, but I'm thinking about it. Oh, you're Lemon. I see. I didn't know you were called Arthur. Now I can really rinse you. Are you kidding? Arthur? Build him a statue. Oh, fucking hell. Don't talk, Kelston, while you're going around corners. You're an idiot. So wait, Lemon, are you doing comment? Are you doing commentary? Too much talking. You want the kidney stone nickname? Do whatever you want. You do whatever you want. I'll leave that one with you, Chief. Because you're gonna get it. Okay, I see how this goes. And very like competitive, nasty environment in Broke Boys, isn't it? All these rivals. Oh, you're on comms? Okay, Lemon, can you send me a link to, like, are you streaming it on YouTube or Twitch? Can you send me a link to where that's going to be when you get a second on Discord? Because I will have my chatbot, whoops, direct people there, so that I don't have to fucking speak to them while I'm racing, because I can't do that. Can't do both of those things at once. So at least then I can get it set up ahead of time. What usually happens is I get the link when it goes up in Broke Boys, and I spend 5 minutes trying to figure out how to put it in the bot, and then I miss out on a qualifying lap. All these clowns worrying about new rules, how they can't be cheating the system. Just focus on driving. No, yeah, of course, focus on driving fast. But I think, like, from my perspective, I was offering some just like challenges to the new rules, because I think it's important also when you develop some new ideas to, like, put them through their paces, you know? Don't just say, like, in the most harmonious situation, you know, when everything goes to plan, this is how the rules apply. Also think, like, what about when things are a bit shit and all over the place? Then how do the rules apply? Because you have to kind of well, for me anyway, it's not my rule, so I don't really care. It's not my league. But I'd like to stress test them, you know what I'm saying? I'd like to sort of put them through their paces also. Send me the link, cool. Appreciate it. Also, Lemon, do you know anything about F1? Right, check this out. Anything about the F1 game? When I do this, how come every time I'm on the curb, the noise, it like peaks all my game audio? I don't understand why. Do I have to turn some kind of setting down for how the audio happens when you're on a curb? It drives me fucking insane. People have been watching saying, Kelston, I watch you play F1 on my phone. I put my phone on the desk and it vibrates my desk. I don't know how you fucking deal with that. I did try. I don't know. Is it like something in the yeah? Is it this like broadcast cinematic driver? Let's try that. Let's put it on driver. Put it on driver. See what happens. All right. Well, let's immediately turn that shit off. Right. Broadcast. What it is. I found a setting for subwoofer. Yeah, no worries. Thank you, Lemon. Thanks for dropping by. Have a good commentary stint. I'll probably watch some of it back. Yeah, I don't fucking know how you do any of this. The only other thing I can think is that it's somewhere in controller settings in like feedback. That shouldn't. I mean, let me just try something. If I put this down to 30. I don't want to. I really don't want to mess with it. Whoa. I just don't want to mess with that. I think it's going to break something. This card changes, whatever. I don't know. Right, I'm going to do one more lap, because then basically the lobby will already be getting together. And I'll have to decide when I'm there. Slow. I'm an idiot. You know what? I'll have to decide when I'm there what we do with this rear wing. We'll think about it. Suddenly, I've forgotten how to drive this fucking racetrack. Right as it's getting to race time. Ooh. whole section is going to mess me up, man. That was nearly good. Just a little bit too early on the power. Honestly, that might be the fastest lap of the practice. Definitely. Purple sector 3. I'll take it. I'll take it. Right, I'm gonna go get myself in this lobby and grab myself a coffee before everything all happens. Coffee time, that's right. Daniel Ricciardo. Wolf is in. We have a teammate. Very exciting. Question about champions. Do you keep Venom for the Sinister Six? I don't know. It hasn't told me to remove him. But I've played the Sinister Six, like on its own, you know, not as part of the campaign bow. So Venom is, I've never played with him before, right? Because he's a campaign feature. So I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Visibility would be helpful. Not late for the race. We are hopefully about 5 minutes away from getting underway. 17 out of 22 in the lobby. I think 2 of those spots are for spectators, so we're probably just waiting on 2 people now. Looks pretty good so far. Turnout looks great. Imagine your food pantry is just stacks of ground coffee. Yes. What the fuck is a food pantry? It's a kitchen. Talking about. Commentary will not be live yet, by the way, but it will be there, just in case you want to be aware of that. There we go. Flying Chicken Nugget playing Battlefront 2 like it's 2017. Don't knock it, though. It's a good game. It's a very good game. Just a shame what happened. I mean, the launch was incredibly frustrating. And then they kind of... Yeah, it is crazy. It's 8 years old, actually. And then they basically just... They fixed it. And it took a while for them to fix it. And then they basically just dropped support, you know, when it felt like it was in a good place. But that's the difference, though, isn't it? With, like... So compare that as an example to, like, No Man's Sky. I'm not trying to compare and contrast the launches of those 2 games. They're very different games, trying to operate in very different spaces of, like, the gaming sphere. But they both had pretty bad launches. And they both had teams that then sought to fix them following the multitude of problems with the launch. But, you know, No Man's Sky, developed by the independent studio at Hello Games, they're still working on it. I think the most recent update came out like maybe last month or something, and they're continuously like working on that game to make it better for free. Whereas, you know, whoever it is, like DICE, EA, whoever's pulling the strings at those big studios, it's not the same vibe, is it? It's like, we'll get it into a state and then we're not going to waste time just pumping out content for a game that's not making us any money. I should get No Man's Sky on PC already. Haven't played it since PS4 launch week. I enjoyed it even then. I enjoyed it then. I have played it since then, though, and I enjoy it more. It's been a while since I've loaded it up again since. But yeah, I played it then, and I thought it was fine. Bit janky. It was like one of those games that was fun to laugh at with your mates, you know what I mean? We'd be in a voice chat like, oh, look at this fucking crazy shit we found. It was like that type of, you know, Dr. Hanham's got a beer, Alex got a beer, I've got a beer, we're all in our own living rooms just looking at stupid shit in the universe. Yeah, it did feel a bit empty, but it was fun, at least, in a certain kind of a way. But now it's actually quite engaging, you know, in a way that it wasn't before. I don't know if I would call it engaging before. It was just fun. It was a bit of a romp, you know what I mean? You go on a bit of a romp through the universe of No Man's Sky and probably have a good time with it. But now you can actually, like, there's some meat on the bones there that you can be engaged by. So it's, yeah, it's cool, man. Looks like we might not have quite a full grid. Might be missing one car. Space empty is a given. There wasn't much of a purpose to the things you could do. Yeah, no, that's right. There was like, you could follow the golden path of the whole Atlas mystery and whatever, but it was, even that wasn't very fleshed out, not compared to how it is now. It's fascinating now. You know, and they've got third person mode, so you can see a bit more, you can, you know, mess around with your character a bit more. Things like space stations initially were like a nice idea, weren't they? But not there was like two guys. You go to a space station and it's one fucking frogman running an entire space station, apparently. There's nobody else there. There's not really anything going on. Now it's their hubs of activity. You know what I mean? They've fleshed it out so that every place that you go to, it feels like there's something to interact with. There was a point early on, I think, in No Man's Sky's history when it was not a very interactive game. It was mostly just a grind and naming things. Yeah, it was all right. It was fine though. I enjoyed it for what it was. Probably a bit of a rip off at fucking £60 or whatever it was. But it was fine. But I think it's really good now. How do you use for third person only? Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you can do it in a spaceship. You probably can. You can definitely do it on foot. You can explore water now. I don't know if you could do that properly before, but they fleshed out underwater as well. Just many more biome types, many more types of creatures that you can encounter. The stuff that was in trailers, like, you know, worms in the ground and flying things and stuff that the systems didn't actually seem to be able to produce them early on. They can now. It's really cool. Base building is cool. You can purchase frigates now, I think they're called, like big capital ships, and use that as a bit of a hub. Obviously it's multiplayer now, which it wasn't when the game launched, and you can link up with your friends. It's a really cool thing about it. It's just, I was linking up with my friends in a voice chat when we were first playing it, but obviously we weren't together in game because it's just not how the game worked back then. But you can do that now relatively easily. Yeah, it's cool, man. No Man's Sky is a fantastic success story now, I think, for Hello Games, and evidence of their triumph against adversity. And really, much as it would be nice, you know, to just launch a game in the best state possible and just roll with that, maybe this is better, you know? Maybe this is a better story. From rags to riches. Yeah, well, to be fair to them, see, I tell you what this is, Bo. I tell you what this is. We're back on. Let's circle back to 23 people in a room. What's the likelihood that they share a birthday? Because what Hello Games did is they went, okay, we got No Man's Sky, and there are 17 quintillion planets. Do you remember the number? It was a big fucking number, wasn't it? It was a big fucking number. All these systems, you know. So there's no chance. They said, no, we've done the maths. We've done the maths on this. The likelihood of two players running into each other is frankly zero. It will not happen. What they should have done is they should have flipped the question, shouldn't they? They should have said, what's the likelihood that two players will never run into each other? And they'd have found that it was basically impossible for two players to never find each other. So, yeah, and then we ended up in that situation. Sorry about the lateness. We're just waiting for the last guy, I think, to make his way in. If we have a look, we've got 2 Ferraris, 2 Mercedes, 2 Red Bull, 2 McLarens, 2 Williams, 2 Alpine, 2 V-Carbs, 2 Kick Saubers, Two Aston Martins. Not missing anybody, is it? Could be in for quite a competitive qualifying session. What do you think? Looks like we're readying up. TTV Blue Dragon, by the way, in McLaren has a qualifying ban. Now the interesting thing here is I actually would like to save a set of softs for the race. So we're going to try and do 3 laps qualifying. Because the mediums tend to be a little bit heavy on the wear at Bahrain. The game will try to force me, I believe, into a 2-stop. And you can actually do a 1-stop. But I think I would like to do softs and hards. Maybe the other way around. Hards onto softs is kind of what I'm thinking at the moment. But of course, that could be ruined by an early safety car. Don't know. It's all, you know, it's always a bit of a roll of the dice, isn't it? Do I think we'll get a late safety car? Well, not really. So perhaps I should do softs onto hards. I don't know. We'll think about that. We'll think about that as we approach race time. What do you think, Bo? I think I'm doing softs hards. I just don't know which way around. I imagine that the softs will go like slightly less than a third of the race. The hards should be able to do the rest, to be honest. Yeah.
Standing by.
Soft hardy daddy. Good to see you, Ranby. Oh. Wow.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
So that was like 300ths away from Beetle. It's probably not too far. Yeah, it's super close to Matt there as well. Overall, a good lap. A couple of mistakes in it, so I can go faster. Wow, it is very, very close at the top. I don't have the fastest sector anything out of anybody. But I'm pretty close everywhere, apart from sector 3.
Right, so our fastest lap currently 1 minute 28.4.
Wait, why is he not? Why is he not a lot faster? What happened?
We're 16th in the speed trap.
Oh, because he's 22.
100.8
I thought he was
miles per hour.
21.1. Okay. Okay. I think for my next lap, I'm actually going to try the wing thing. Let's just see. Let's go.
Okay, guys, everyone be aware the car's ready to go.
Just need to be aware of the cars around me now.
Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now.
Only good enough for P4. It's okay. One more lap, basically.
Right, so far, our best lap, 1:28.3.
And they're into that second twisty section. The Haas was kind of in front of me, and it's not his fault, it's my fault, but I let it throw me a little bit. Okay. How's the track looking? I think I might wait for all these guys. Like, if I go at 2.5 minutes, I think I've still got time to get round, set a lap. I just don't know what everybody out there currently is doing. I don't know if they're on out laps, in laps, what the fuck's going on, to be honest.
We're 19th in the speed trap, 202.5 miles per hour.
19th in the speed trap seems not great, but fucking laps fast anyway, so. Gosh, it's so close though. Look at these numbers, man. Really between the top 6 right now, but I mean, Brewdog's down here. Well, Brewdog, Wolf maybe might have a bit of something to say about it. I can see Speedy also being involved. Yeah.
Okay, engines fired up. We're
I'm
set.
gonna go now because the Aston should be over the start finish line. There is a point on offer in this league, by the way. The driver who sits on pole position, Beetle, has just gone faster, but not by much from what I remember. I'm not going to go any faster. That's a shame, because I probably could have gone faster there, but that's alright. What's Daniel doing? Oh, he's just bringing it in. Speedy. In the pits. Matt gonna go any faster? Ooh, he does! Knocks me down to P5. Fair play. So, do we think it's softs? I don't understand. What's it still doing about Speedy? We'll have some instructions here about readying up, but I need to set the strat. .33 is when we're ready up, so got 3 or 4 minutes. Tie this strategy down. Oh, someone readied up. Somebody's readied up. So this will be a false start.
In the left rear, we think it's a slow puncher.
Yeah, it's okay, Bo. It was a false start. Somebody readied up too early. Because you're supposed to ready up. They put a time in the Discord for people to ready up so that everyone can set their strategy. Because basically, as soon as one person in the lobby readies, it starts the race. And somebody is readied up early. So that is what happened. No, no. I'm just waiting for him to sort out the new lobby. Does mean but he was asking in the Discord, are we doing another qualifying session? No. Would be the answer to that, can you imagine? I might be missing someone. Batman is spectating? Yeah, well he's the admin. Sorry, I'm just having a chat to the guys in Discord as well while everybody seems to rejoin and get back online. Don't know what we're I think we're just waiting on last person or something. Certainly not clicking any buttons. I don't remember to drop my wings. I think it's better in the race to drop my wings. That's what I think. Well, sorry about this, but it'll hopefully be an exciting race when we get there. They just obviously need to make sure that all the drivers are in who are racing, and it looks like we are missing somebody. Or is it Heidi needs to pick a car? No, we are still waiting for someone. Yeah, we're just waiting on one more driver. Oh no, somebody dropped out in the meantime. Someone's having problems connecting. All right. This the fucking setup thing's a joke, but oh, actually, should we just do this? So let's just do that. Maybe 8 laps is right, but I'll just have to monitor the tires, I think. 52 is apparently when we start the race, which is now, but I'm just going to make sure I've got all my things correct. A little bit of extra fuel? Sure. Alright. This is it.
Okay, the start was fine. Let's try and move forward. Now use DRS. DRS now available. Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more. Job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push. Nice move. Good job. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 12.1 seconds. approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. Increasing the gap to the car behind by a few seconds per lap. Keep it up. Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon. Past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do. In this lap, push now. Great pass. Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach.
I disagree with box this lap. I'm going to box next lap. Thought he was going to fly into the back of me, to be honest.
Gap to your teammate behind, 0.8 seconds. Understood. Stopping this lap. Remember to pit this lap. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Okay, one stop to go. Just one stop left in this strategy. Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us, 11.4 seconds. the car ahead's beginning to pull away, you know what to do. Tyre condition still looking good. Approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. Gap to your teammate ahead, 8.2 seconds. lost the position. Try to keep focus.
My God, I need to get BT out of the road, man. That's just awful, really.
Okay, so all of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about. Box, we're coming in this lap. seconds.
I'll let him go past on the straight here. I hope he understands that.
Place back.
was scary.
Okay, so we're leading our
Oh.
teammate by 5.8 seconds. Great manoeuvre, you made it look so easy. Okay, focus. We need to stay on form.
I get the DRS, yeah. Okay. I don't think it's actually going to matter though, but
Final lap of the race. Thank you. I need a moment.
well, only thing that really went wrong was getting stuck behind BT all that time. It wasn't our race. But I couldn't get past him. I mean, he did a bit of the DRS chicken stuff. Couldn't catch every lap, but it seemed clean. Yeah, it was clean. It was clean. I didn't have a time penalty, which is great. Consider that a win. 6th place is fine. 6th place is fine. Yeah, I mean, I was on the soft tyres, and not much of the rest of the field were. And the problem was that I think it's called TX1 was basically just able to keep up with me whilst he was on less grippy tyres. And that meant I was doing a lot of battling, didn't build up the soft tyre advantage that I wanted. And then when I came out of the pits, I think Mr. L came in with me. He exited ahead of the traffic, and I was stuck in traffic behind BT. And being stuck behind BT was just really tough. I'm not sure if he's a reserve driver or like who the hell that is, to be honest. ET's saying he got taken out by a few people, which is obviously not true. Well, not from what I saw anyway. Oh, whatever. 6th place. Can deal with 6th place. Anyway, that's it. That's the first race of the season. Mr. L is going to be a contender. It looks like Leon might end up being a contender this season as well. Brewdog was kind of off the pace a little bit there, but, you know. I enjoyed it. It was a fun race. I had some good battles. Next week, we will be going to Austria. So if you want to catch that, I'll be live again from... The race starts at 8 PM. I'll try and go live a little bit earlier so I can get a little bit of practice in. The qualifying, I should say, starts at 8 PM. So the full session of the round will start at 8 PM UK time on Friday next week. We are at Austria for that one. I'll go live a bit earlier, get some practice in. Before then, I'm going to be live on Sunday. The poll is still up in the Discord to decide what's going to be our next Cerebral Sunday game. And I think I've got a pretty good idea of what I would like to play. And it seems like some people might agree with me, so that's what we might end up doing. But feel free to cast a vote in that if you haven't already. It's going to end the poll, I think, either tomorrow or on Sunday. And then, of course, I'm going to be live on Tuesday, 7 PM UK time with XCOM 2. A Star Wars story where we finally have a liberated region and all kinds of exciting things are happening. Everybody, thanks for chilling out. I love you all a lot. Please be unspeakably, unreasonably kind to each other. I'll see you again really soon.